Jay, this is Vijay. One thing.
Yes, Vijay.
When we are trying to sit in the chair position during the warm up, to manage the knees in line with the toes, I was reading somewhere, uh, go a little back and
Yes,
then
yes,
down. That will help is what. But is it a right thing
absolutely.
to do?
Absolutely. Um, I usually give this instruction, sit back in an imaginary chair. Yes, take the seat bones back, and from the hips up, you lean forward a bit to keep
Yeah,
the
that is
balance.
correct. That is correct position to do, right? I was just
Absolutely. Absolutely
okay.
right.
Sure,
You're
thanks.
not sitting, trying to sit in line with the heels. Your seat bones will go back, further back, as you bend your knees. Imagine a chair behind you. You're trying to sit on the chair behind you. Hmm?
Okay.
And thank you for asking that question. Um, if sometimes I miss that instruction to sit back in an imaginary chair, um, people might try to imagine trying to sit just between the heels, and that is not what is needed. Good. Thank you for the question, Vijay. Other questions? All right, let us begin again. Any comfortable seated posture, meditative posture, normal cross-leg posture, or thunderbolt posture, Vajrasana will do. As long as you're able to keep your spine comfortably erect, and so you can relax the shoulders to the sides, not to the front. Relax the shoulders to the side. Upper arms hanging loose by the sides, bending the elbows, elbows by the sides of your body. Placing the back of your hands on your thighs, palms facing up, fingers completely relaxed, eyes softly closed. 3 deep breaths. After taking 3 deep breaths, rest your awareness around your chest and allow each breath to come and go as it pleases, and observe. We are all very fortunate to be here. Each breath a miracle. Each breath new. And fresh. Life nourishing. Some of you might even be able to tune into the rhythm of your heart. If you're not able to sense the heartbeat, that is okay. Just being open and alert. If one of these breaths is a long breath automatically, that is okay. That's a sign of a nervous system calming down. Nothing to be forced. Palms to the heart center. Namaskara Mudra. Thinking of someone that you love and respect, living or not. Dedicating this Hatha Yoga session and all the benefits from this session to that person. Chin to the chest. Opening your eyes. Inhaling, take the arms by the side, palms going up, looking up. Exhaling, palms coming down to the chest, looking down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. More round. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Release. Come to cat posture. Hands and knees. Your palms are shoulder width apart. No more than shoulder width apart. No less than shoulder width apart. Knees are hip width apart. No more, no less. Similarly, feet are also hip width apart. No more, no less. Toes pointing to the back. Inhaling, look up, relax the abdomen and allow the spine to hang down. Next exhalation, chin to the chest, fully engaging your abdomen, entire spine going up. 4 more rounds. If my instructions are not clear, thankfully Manjit, Sanjay and Santo are on the screen. You can look at them if my instructions are not clear. after completing 5 rounds. Neutral posture. When I say look at them, it is just to understand the instructions and follow. You don't need in any level be like practicing like them. This is a very personal journey. Your edges and others' edges are quite different. So you find your own edges courageously and wisely allow aggression. Right leg back and up, look up, inhale. Exhaling, look down, spine up, bring the right knee toward the nose, right toes off the mat. 4 more rounds. After completing 5 rounds, neutral posture, take a deep breath, exhale. Inhaling, left leg back and up, look up. Exhaling, look down, spine up, left knee toward the nose, left toes off the mat. 4 more rounds. After completing, take a deep breath, exhale. Tuck your toes in, lifting the knees off the mat by 2 inches. Hold your abdomen engaged. No neck action. You're gently looking between the fingertips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Take the seat bones toward your heels, head down. Relax the shoulders. You can separate your knees to allow your abdomen to breathe. Relax the shoulders. If it's comfortable, you can take your arms closer to your legs, palms facing up. If your head is not reaching the ground, make a tight fist and support the forehead with your tight fist, or you can stack your fists up. And come to cat posture. Plank posture. In plank posture, head, neck, spine, legs up to heels are aligned. Hips neither too far up nor too far down. Using your abdomen, hold your hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. You can slightly bend the knees, rooting the palms and all the fingers onto the mat, keeping the back as straight as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly walk your palms toward your feet. Hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up. Release the arms. Relax. Today we will practice Surya Namaskara in sequence. So far in the last two sessions, we've been practicing sub-sequences. We will practice one round, right and left is one round. And after that, there will be a chance to ask questions. This is very important to get the alignment right because we will be repeating this a lot. To avoid repetitive injury, it's very important to get the alignment right. If you have any questions at all, it's important to ask, even if it's a very simple question. Front of the mat, Tadasana, mountain posture. Feet as close together as you can. If you're not able to get them to touch, that's okay. But inner feet are parallel to each other. Your hips, shoulders, and head are aligned with your ankles. Shoulders relaxed, broad shoulders, no slouching in the shoulders. Arms hanging loose by the side, fingers pointing downward, palms facing the sides of your thighs. Become aware of the weight distribution on your feet. Sometimes you may be on the heels side or toes side. Sometimes you may be more on the right or on the left or shifting around. An ease of standing tall as we practice. We are the only animals on this planet that can stand tall on two limbs. We are designed, it's taken 4 billion years to come here. Palms to the heart center, Namaskara Mudra. Inhaling, back bend. Move your hips forward and take your arms back. If you're not able to keep the palms together, palms facing front. Next exhalation, bend from the hips forward. Head completely relaxed, shoulders completely relaxed, with an attitude of surrender. You can bend your knees to bring the fingertips by the sides of your feet. Next inhalation, taking the right foot back, long step back, long step back. That should allow you to bring the front knee, left knee, on top of the left ankle. If the left knee is further forward, slide the right foot back a bit to get the left knee on top of the left ankle. Look up, allowing the hips to go down. Next, left foot back, plank. Palms on the ground. Your palms are no more than shoulder width apart. Your head, neck, spine, legs all in alignment. Now gently drop the knees directly below where the knees are and start bending the elbows and keep the elbows to the sides, close to the sides as you get your chest and chin down on the mat. And if you do this well, your seat bones will be up. If you're not able to bend the elbows and land the chest and chin on the ground, simply lie down on the mat with the palms by the sides of your chest, elbows close to the body. Elbows are not pointing away, elbows are going pointing to the back, close to the body. Seat bones are up. If the seat bones are not up, you can walk your knees up a bit to bring the seat bones up. In Ashtanga Namaskara, chin, chest, palms, knees, and your toes are all on the mat. Next inhalation, bring your chin, chest up, allow the hips to go down to the mat, chin and chest up, toes pointing to the back. You're not pressing the palms are there just as guidance. You're using the back muscle strength to bring your chin, chest up. Let's practice this again. Chin down. You don't need to go all the way to Ashtanga. Simply lie down on your stomach, toes pointing to the back wall, palms by the sides of your chest, elbows pointing to the back, hips down, toes to the back. This is called Shalabhasana variation. Next inhalation, chin, chest, chin up, head up, chest up, without pressing the palms. Then press the palms down, straighten the elbow, tuck your toes in, and go to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can slightly bend the knees, not a problem. If you're not able to land the heels, that's okay. Allow the head to completely relax. You can look at your navel, chest slightly going toward the knees, palms and fingers are all on the mat. Pressing on the mat. The weight on your palms and fingers even. You're not shifting the weight onto your little finger side. Now, drop your knees down, right foot forward, and bring the right foot, place the right foot in between the palms. You might have to take your right hand off the mat a bit to allow you to do that. And then take the left knee off the mat. Now, those who can do this without dropping the knees, you could do that. Next exhalation, left foot forward, Uttanasana, full forward bend, head completely relaxed. Next inhalation, back bend. Take your arms all the way up to the ceiling and then toward the back wall. Move your hips forward, gently look up. Next exhalation, palms to the heart center. Namaskara Mudra. Now, your feet, they started close together. If we are able to do this well, as we practice, you can bring your feet to exactly where they were before we took the foot back and forward. We end up in the same position as we started the practice. Next inhalation, back bend. Move your hips forward, take your arms all the way to the ceiling and then to the back. Gently look up. Exhaling, bending forward from the hips. Allow the shoulders to relax, arms to relax, head to relax. Bend your knees and reach your fingertips by the sides of your feet. Head completely relaxed. An attitude of surrender. Next inhalation, take your left foot back, long step back. Look up and see if you can get your right knee on top of the right ankle. Slide your left foot further back if you need to. Look up. Then take your right foot back, plank. Abdomen engaged in plank posture. Then next exhalation, knees down. Bend your elbows gently between or close to the body. Allow the chest and chin down to the mat. Ashtanga Namaskara. This might seem a bit unnatural to begin with. As you practice, your body will know and grow. Next, inhalation, toes to the back, hips down, chin up, head up, chest up. Next exhalation, press the palms, straighten your elbow, tuck your toes in, seat bones going toward the ceiling, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Now drop your knees down, step your left foot between the palms. If you can do this without dropping the knees, and you can take your left foot forward, do that. Look up, hips down, look up. Next exhalation, right foot forward, Uttanasana. Next inhalation, arms all the way to the ceiling and then back, hips moving forward. Next exhalation, Namaskara Mudra. Release your arms. Sukhasana. Please ask questions. There is no small question or silly questions at all.
Hi there, this is
Yes,
Aparna.
Aparna. Yes, Aparna.
So how many seconds we have to be in the same asana? Because while inhaling, right,
Yes.
I am
Good.
doing both in few asanas. I am getting like exhaling also.
Yes, yes. No, that's okay. For now, don't worry too much about um, only coordinate inhalations and exhalations when I instruct. But then after
Okay,
that, you take as many breaths as you need.
okay, okay,
We are slowing it down so we learn the postures.
okay,
So when you're in back bend, I say inhaling back bend. As you inhale, you go for the back bend, and as I am giving instructions about the back bend itself, continue to breathe. No holding breath at any time.
okay,
Yeah?
okay, okay.
Good question, Aparna.
Thank
Very
you.
good question. No holding breath. This is not pranayama practice. Only in a very advanced pranayama practice, there is holding a breath. Even in normal pranayama practice, there is no holding breath. Definitely not in asana practice. No holding breath.
Okay.
Continue to breathe. Other questions?
Jay, I have a one question on one of the postures. So when we
Yes.
go down, the weight should be
Yes.
on the mat or it should be on the hands.
When we go, sorry, which posture are you
When we
talking?
keep our chin and chest on down,
Ah,
then the weight
yes.
should be over the hand or it should be over the mat. Body weight.
In Ashtanga Namaskara, you're talking about.
Yes.
Meaning when from the plank posture, I say knees down, chest down, chin down, right?
Yes. Yes.
So the weight will be a bit more on your chest and knees. Palms are simply by the sides of your chest. Chin will take some load. Toes you can feel, but most of the weight would be between the knees and the chest. Where do you feel your weight?
Okay. I feel on both the palms, like on both the hands. So like my chin and my chest was not closely put on the mat. So I thought of
holding it on hand.
Oh, okay. No, you need your chest has to be on the mat. And if you're not able to take the chest all the way down to the mat, simply lie down flat on your stomach first.
Okay.
And then you can walk your knees forward to bring the hips up. Is it okay if you come on video?
Sure, I will. Now?
This might instruct all others. Thank you. So Sudesh was not able to get the chest down, and so he was feeling the weight on his palms. But the palms should not be carrying the weight. The chest has to go down. Yes,
Actually,
Sudesh.
I'm not. Okay, sorry. Just give me a second.
Yes. Get the camera down and go ahead and do Ashtanga Namaskara. Yes. Yes. You, even though it is not very clear, but you are trying to do as if you are doing a push-up, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. No, knees down. First, land the knees down. Yes. Chest down, chin down. Yes. And this is good. So now your chest is down, right?
Yes, yes, Jay.
Yes. Good. That's it. That's it. That's good. That is Ashtanga Namaskara. There are 8 points on the mat. You should remember. Chin, chest, palms, knees, and toes.
Both the
Does that
toes
help?
should be together, but I think his toes are apart almost by 1 feet.
Yes, yes, yes. So that's a good observation. Thank you, Sanjay. See if you can keep your feet closer, Sudesh. Yes?
Yep, yep.
Can you try that one more time with the feet closer? Because that changes the dynamics. First, knees down. Yeah. So go back up first. Yes, knees down. Bend your elbows and then get the chest and chin down, all the way down. Yes. Now chest and chin are down, hips are slightly up. This is Ashtanga Namaskara. Thank you, Sudesh. Very, very nice. And from there, you can proceed to Bhujangasana. Very good. Thank you. Other questions? Other questions, Sudesh?
No, that's all. I was just issues on this posture.
Yes. And what you asked is a very good question. If people are not able to bend the elbows and comfortably land the chest, you can land the chest ahead of your palms. See, I say land the chest between the palms, and if that is too difficult, you can kind of move forward a little and then maybe you can land the chest and chin down on the mat. And even if that is difficult, simply lie down flat to begin with. And as you keep practicing, you would be able to get the 8 points down on the mat. Other questions before we do another round? Which is the difficult transition or posture? Especially those who are practicing new. Which of these transitions or postures are you finding it difficult or unnatural? Many of these could be feeling unnatural. Any of you? This doesn't feel right. Anything like that? Come up to standing. Yes, Manjit. Sanjay, you had a question or observation?
Yeah, you asked like which transition we find difficult. I find like sometimes when I bring my foot to the front, right, without putting the knee down. So that time sometimes I have to come with the flow. Actually, it doesn't come with the ease, but with little bit of movement, push.
Yes, yes, yes. Good. From Adho Mukha, to take the foot forward, you need more room to bring the knee forward between the fingertips, and for that, you need to allow the chest to move up a bit.
Yeah.
You need to move your hips and the chest up to allow the knee to come forward all the way to the front, and I understand that difficulty
Sure,
as we
sure.
practice, as we practice. Good question, good observation.
Thank you.
Others,
We'll try.
yes, thank you. Others,
For that
Ye-
transition, I use my hand to pull the leg in front.
yeah, yes, I've seen students do that. Yes, Sanita. To
That the
begin with,
right
that's
thing
all.
to do?
Go ahead.
Is that the right thing to do?
To begin with, yes, we
Okay.
use we like just like how we use the mat as a prop, we bring other limbs to help as a prop to bring the foot forward. To begin with, that's okay. But as you get your hamstring flexibility and as you are able to swing your leg forward and the knee mobility, you would be able to do it without the support. Initial support is fine, but over a period of time, we are just like how we used to have training wheels as children, and then we lose the training wheels. We can also lose that. Is that okay, Anita?
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you.
Other questions or observations?
I was not able to follow the breathing patterns. I'm not sure if with the time I will be able to.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. So for the transitions have to be in the instruction with the instructions I give. From samasthiti or the starting point, the inhalations have to be coordinated with the back bend as you move into the back bend. Then, as I think Aparna was asking, even if you take a breath, it's fine. But then coordinate your forward movement for forward bending with the exhalation. And then you can take another breath. That's fine. But the transitions have to be coordinated with inhalations and exhalations. Is that okay?
Yes, that will help.
All right. Come up to standing.
Jay,
Yes. Yes.
uh,
Yes.
in,
Yes,
in
Sanjay.
in standing in the Talasana, do
Yeah.
we need to pull our knees little bit and engage the thigh muscles upward?
Um, if anything, slightly press on the big toe. See, so there are toes and then there is ball of the foot, right? Then the middle foot and the heels, right? There are four parts to the foot. Toes, ball of the foot, arch, and then heel, right? So in Tadasana, gently bringing more pressure on the ball of the foot underneath the big toe on both sides. When you do that, your inner arches will wake up, and waking up the inner arches will bring the necessary tension through the inner legs, inside of the legs, to get you to a more proper aligned posture. You can try that. Let's try that now. Come up to standing. Feet close together. If you're not able to bring your feet all the way together, as close together as you can. Feet, inner feet parallel to each other. So you can First, align your hips, shoulders, and head. And now, to get even more stability and to root through the core of your entire inner core of the body, gently press the ball of the foot underneath or below the big toes. As you gently press, you will feel certain strengthening of the inner legs. And that tension will travel through the legs, through your torso, through your head. Relax now. Sanjay, are you able to feel that legs? Yes, strengthening? That's good. If you keep that tension, then the rest of the body will align to that inner core strength. These are muscles, these are deep inside the leg, these are not activating the superficial muscles as much as activating the core inner muscles to give you the structure for the rest of the body to relax and stand tall. Any relax? Any questions from anybody? Are you able to feel that? Manjit, Santo, Sudesh, or on the
Yeah, yes, Jay, but one more question, like, do we have to, our kneecaps, we have to pull up?
when you press the big toes, whatever happens, let it happen. When you press the ball of the foot down, you might naturally be pulling up a bit. Yeah?
Yes, yes, Jay.
Yes. Yes, good.
Thank you.
You don't need to unnaturally do it. A gentle pressure on the balls of your feet below the big toes would do. Sudesh, does it make sense what I'm talking about?
Yes, yes, yeah, I feel it.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to
Jay,
Tadasana.
one more question. So
Yes,
from
Nirmala.
Tadasana, yeah, from Tadasana, if we move to the, if we, what should be the transition to the next asana? We should first take the hands up and then move back,
No,
right?
I give instruction Tadasana and then Namaskara Mudra.
Yeah,
That Namaskara Mudra is the starting point for Surya Namaskara practice.
correct. Yeah.
Yes, and from there we inhale and go back. Hmm?
Okay.
Yeah. So Tadasana itself is not the starting point.
Yeah, yeah. So I missed that from
Tadasana in
Namaskara.
Namaskara Mudra is a starting point.
Yes. Okay. From Namaskara Mudra, Jay, we have to first take the hands all the way up and then do a
Yes,
back bend, right?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Take the arms all the way up. If you can keep the palms pressed, that is best. If not, open the palms, have the palms face front, and then take the arms back.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks. Yeah.
sometimes people may not be able to take the arms like this, so they might have to separate the arms, palms facing up, that's fine. But if you can, press the palms directly up above the head and then take the arms back. Hmm?
Okay, sure. Yeah. Thanks.
Good question. Good questions, Nirmala. Other observations, questions? No small questions at all. Each of these, if you have a question, maybe others also have it. And it's important to get the alignment right because we'll be repeating this a lot. And any misalignments will add stress to parts of your body which are unnecessary and might cause injury. Palms to the heart center. Namaskara Mudra. Samasthiti. This is a starting balanced posture. Inhaling, take your arms all the way up and to the back Important to move your hips forward to keep the balance on your feet. Continue to breathe even as I'm giving instructions. Next exhalation, bend from the hips forward, all the way down, head down, all the way down, head down. You can bend your knees and bring your fingertips by the sides of your feet. Next inhalation, right foot back, long step back. Now your left knee is pressing against the left chest. And that is okay. In fact, that is as designed. This is part of balancing the breath on the left and right. The body reacts to such pressures very differently. And now left foot back, plank. Then knees down, bend your elbows, chest down, chin down, Ashtanga Namaskara. Then hips down, toes back, inhaling, chin up, head up, chest up. Then tuck your toes in. Next exhalation, press your palms and take your seat bones up, all the way up. Adho Mukha Svanasana. All the way up. So let's keep going. Take your hips all the way up. Yes, good. Now, knees down. Inhaling, take your right foot forward and bring it between the fingertips. Left knee off the mat. And then next exhalation, left foot forward, head down. Head completely relaxed. Next inhalation, Hasta Uttana. Take your arms all the way up. Move your hips forward. Take your arms back. Look up gently. And then next exhalation, Namaskara Mudra. This is half a round. Take a deep breath. Next inhalation, arms all the way up and to the back. Move your hips forward. Next exhalation, bend fully forward. Head down, shoulders completely relaxed, arms hanging loose. Head completely hanging loose. Fingertips by the sides of your feet, knees can be bent. Next inhalation, left foot back. Then right foot back. Knees down. Chest down, chin down, Ashtanga Namaskara. Next inhalation, Bhujangasana. Toes pointing to the back, feet close together. Chin up, head up, chest up. Next exhalation, tuck your toes in. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Seat bones going all the way up. Drop your knees down. Next inhalation, left foot forward between the palms. Look up. Next exhalation, right foot forward, head down. Next inhalation, Hasta Uttanasana, back bend, arms going all the way up and to the back, move your hips forward. And then Namaskara Mudra, exhaling. Sukhasana. We've done 2 rounds today. Any questions or observations? If there are no questions, next session we will do 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara at least, if not more. It is a journey. 36 rounds is just a number. It's just the journey that is the most important. And it is important to bring your diligence and keep your attention to the practice. Switch off all the mobile phones, notifications, or any distractions. No, there should be no distracting elements in the room where you're practicing. If there are family members, see if you can ask them to give you the room to practice in so you can pay attention. In fact, if you can bring them also, so they won't be distracting you. They can also practice with you. And if you have pets and such, see if you can keep them away so you can fully concentrate, pay attention to the practice. Any other questions or observations before we proceed to Shavasana?
I have one observation, Jay, actually.
Hmm.
So throughout year, I move away from the correct posture of Surya Namaskara and goes to some habitual way of doing Surya Namaskara. So every year it gets corrected during the beginning of the year.
Thank you, Manjit. Yeah, we all need to begin again. So we begin again. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you for the observation.
So, Jay, I agree with Manjit.
Yes.
So this Surya Namaskara, 36 rounds of Surya Namaskara always excites me, and I feel I'm restarting every time.
Absolutely. It's a new year, Mita, so welcome, welcome. And we begin again with every breath. We have a chance to begin again with every breath. So welcome back.
Thank you, Jay.
Shava. Thank you. Shavasana. Lying down on your back, separating the legs comfortably, allowing the feet to relax to the sides. Arms a bit away from the body, palms facing up preferably. Move your head side to side to find a nice spot for the back of your head and gently closing your eyes and bringing a hint of a smile to your face to brighten up your face. How fortunate we are to be here, to be alive, to be aware. Completely give in to gravity. And allowing your awareness to rest around your abdomen. And allow every breath and stay with each breath as it comes and goes. If the mind is wandering, begin again, paying attention to each breath around your abdomen. We always have a chance to begin again with this breath. Relax. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently move your fingers and toes. Bring the legs together. Take your arms overhead, interlacing fingers. Stretch from the fingers to toes. Release the fingers. Roll onto your right side. Bend your knees and roll onto your right side. Use your right arm as a pillow. Rest. And when you're ready, feeling like sitting up, sit up, eyes closed. Any comfortable meditative posture. Palms facing up, shoulders relaxed. Take your hands back, catch the left wrist with the right hand. Inhaling, growing taller. Exhaling, bending forward, thanking Mother Earth. Inhaling, coming up. Rubbing your palms, vigorously generating heat. Massaging your closed eyes with your heated palms and gently blink your eyes open. Namaste. Have a good evening and a good day ahead. Thank you all.